a junior or senior, what this will allow you to do, sorry about that, we have a class called CAD and Advanced CAD that you could take to learn more about how architects work using the technology to design homes that we ultimately build. We also have a class at many of our buildings called Geo and Construction. And as a sophomore, if you're interested in this, you would learn about all of the geometry and math that goes into construction and architecture, also in a hands-on environment. And this class also would give you your math credit for your sophomore year. So that's a great benefit to you as well. The PAC class that we offer to juniors and seniors is a dual credit course. And if you don't know anything about dual credit, it's really a great option for you because it allows you to gain college credit and also high school credit while you're here taking the PAC class. So it serves two purposes. And depending on where you go to school or what you should study after graduation from high school, this may serve a great purpose for you to get that credit and also to help your GPA as well. Okay. Bottom line, as it says on the slide, students can earn 6 credit hours. The school for this program is Triton College, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to go to Triton College if you decide not to. That credit goes with you because it is college credit. Okay. So we want to talk about that a little bit. Any questions so far about the program or PAC or any things that we've mentioned? Okay. If at any time you do have a question, you can also put that in the chat box or just unmute yourself and we'll answer that for you. Okay. So PAC, I mentioned several times that PAC is probably going to be available for you depending on your schedule, junior or senior year. And I know for some of you that seems like a long way away, but you do have to start planning for that already. Because when you enter high school here coming up, as you can see, this is a typical day. You're going to have your English and math, you're going to have PE, and then when you get to senior year, these other blocks at the bottom will start to open up for electives. And that is that opportunity for you to try and see what you really enjoy. So when you're here at District 214, we have a lot of opportunities or career pathways that you can select courses around. Some of you may decide at one point architecture is what you want to study. You may also find out that later that is for you or you like it or don't like it. You can pursue medical and culinary, aviation, engineering, and a whole other host of different electives. So this PAC program in architecture and construction is just one of many. So in your junior and senior year, if you're interested in this is for you, you can see this is what your sample schedule may look like. You go to school in the morning, have English PE, you could travel on site, have lunch, go to PAC, and then come back for the end of the day if you'd like to for sports or any other activities you may be involved in. Also in our district, we have, if you didn't know, all schools starting this year have a block schedule. So regardless of what school you're at District 214, you only have 4 classes per day, and those classes are 80 minutes in length. So that's something different for many of our schools this year. Okay. Any questions at all right now? All right, perfect. So I'm gonna just drop this down a little bit for us so we can see each other again. And I want to talk to you and Mr. Carey. I'm going to ask questions of him as well. So I guess the main question is, Mr. Carey, a typical day at PAC, what do you guys normally do at the class and what are kids going to learn from if they take this class? If you can unmute yourself and tell us a little bit. It's on the bottom left. Can you find that? Can we unmute him, Shannon?
Yes, I clicked ask to unmute.
There you go. If you can hit that button for us, that would be great. It should be on the bottom left, Mr. Carey. There you go. How about now? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. So the question was a second ago, can you tell the kids what a day looks like on the PAC site when you're with them, you know, working on the houses, and what do you do?
Right now we're demoing the house and we're also starting to frame and put it back together. We took out all the windows today. We put a header in to move some windows and we filled in a window. And this week, we're going to start putting on the insulation on the outside, tie-dye paper, and installing windows. And the kids will be doing that work. They will be installing windows and learn how the construction works. Yeah.
And what other, oops, I'm sorry.
It's hands-on. And then when the trades come in, they'll work with the trades like the plumber, the heating guy, the electrician, and he'll show them how the trades work and what they got to do. He'll do work with them as well. So they're doing framing work right now.
Yeah. So it sounds like the kids not only work on the house, but in addition, they'll also be able to shadow electricians and plumbers and heating and air conditioning trades as well to learn more about that and also have some experience as well.
Yes. They're hands-on. They learn how to frame right now. They learn how to do plumbing, electrician, heating, and they'll do siding. So if they want to get into the trades, they'll know how the trades work, and they'll have experience before they leave high school. Yeah. It's a great opportunity to learn stuff. Even if you never go into the trades, you learn how houses are built and how construction works.
So I guess, Mr. Carey, you've worked in the trades for many years. Can you tell the kids a little bit about how jobs are and what the availability of jobs and opportunities there are after graduation?
Right now, the trades are suffering for employment. So there's tons of opportunities for construction. They're like plumber. Everyone's looking for plumbers, heating guys, electricians, and carpenters. If that's what you're interested in, there's tons of work out there. You'll be taught at school how to do it, and you go into job experience at the same time. So all we're doing right now is just teaching kids the basics, and if they like it, they can pursue it for a career. There's opportunity out there to learn right now, a lot of it.
Okay. And can you talk a little bit about what type of, if they graduate high school and they went into some of these trades, what kind of money can they earn? Are there good salaries, good hourly wages, or what can you talk to a little bit about that?
The wages are very good. I mean, you can make a good living, good standard living, and the hours are usually from 7 to 3:30 every day. The union works hours, and there's tons of work out there. There's tons of opportunity to make a good standard of living right away. And at the union halls where they teach you the trades, you learn a lot. They teach you, and then they recommend where you can go get work. So it's an opportunity to get a job out of it right away.
Great. So it sounds like there's some good paying jobs, some great opportunities, and it sounds like even room for growth from what I'm hearing from you.
Yes, and it's an opportunity. You go to work and you use your hands. You see what you achieve every day, and it's like fulfillment. You leave work and you're happy what you do. It's like relaxation. You get to use your hands, and you physically learn something new every day. You can see what you achieve every day.
And for students that aren't looking to work with their hands and they want to become architects and engineers, are there also opportunities within this field for them to pursue as a result of taking this class and learning even more?
Yes, there is, because to be a good architect or engineer, you need to know how things work in general in life. Excuse me. My architect, when I go to him, he asks me questions: what happens? Why you put a wall here? Why the electrician needs a bigger wall or a plumber needs a bigger wall? So if you take this program, you understand what happens in life in general. So when you go to architectural school, you know why the wall is 2x4 or 2x6, and you know why beams are put into place, which you need to know. So you need general information just to be a good architect.
Okay. And for these students that are in high school right now that are in also math and English and their writing classes, how good or do they have to be in those classes to be successful in this? Does it have a big impact if maybe they're not the best in science or the best in math? Is this still an area to consider or pursue?
Yes, there is. You get your basic English, basic math, and basic science. It helps you in the field. You don't have to be the best at anything, but you're taught construction. You know the basics of school, then you can do construction. Believe me, I did the basics of school and I like what I do. I succeeded. Thanks to the environment we have here.
That's great. And as we said earlier, this class, typically if you're a junior or senior, this is perfect for you. But before junior and senior year, there's still the CAD class to take. There's still the geometry and construction to take. So there's plenty of opportunities for you as you enter school. And if you want to pursue architecture, this is the route to take too, because you'll have that hands-on experience. We also in our district, for those of you that I know there's one student that said he's a junior, so he's probably aware of this, but we also have a program called Design 214. And that program is an after-school class that if you want to learn about construction and more so architecture, interior design, and how to plan for building a house, it's called Design 214, and you're all eligible for that once you're in high school to take that. And this class takes place during the second semester in the springtime. And it's usually on Tuesday evenings from 5 till 7, I believe is the time. And if you're interested in architecture and maybe can't do PAC, this is another program you can sign up for and take. So please make sure you consider that, because that's, again, another great opportunity for you to learn about construction and PAC and really get involved in the trades. This one goes out, and Mr. Carrier, you're probably not aware of this, but the more I talk with kids, programs and opportunities like this really help you build who you are on your resume. And regardless of what you do after school and graduation, and if you go to college or a trade school or the military or whatever it is you desire to do, experiences like this will set you apart from your counterparts. So make sure that you consider things no matter what it is. Get involved with whatever program you enjoy, because it's going to help better you. And not only that, give you an opportunity to learn so much more than kids that don't take advantage of this. It's a great opportunity. Okay. But I guess, Mr. Carey, you and I talked for a while right now. I'd like to open up. Does anybody have any questions for us? Jake, Rodestina, Danica, Gilberto, and Carlos, do you have any questions for us? Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Brooks, if possible, we're going to stay on here for a minute or two if they should have any questions. And if you guys ever have questions, even after tonight, you can put them in the chat box right now if you'd like, or you can also write our names down, and Mr. Carey and I have emails. You can also email us, or if you'd like to come to the PAC site and look around a little bit, you're always welcome to do that. So we'd like to thank you for stopping by tonight and learning a little bit about the PAC program. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, Ms. Brooks. Well, we're going to take off if that's right with you.
Sorry, it looks like Carlos has a question.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
He said, what is an estimate of the cost of this? Carlos, do you mean like what is the cost to like get education to do this career, or what is the cost in terms of like what like starting wages would be or something like that?
The question for me?
Oh. I don't know. Carlos is, I believe, chatting with Ms. Brooks here, so we can't see what he's asking.
Let me send a message because I can't tell what is the estimate of the cost. I'm not sure. But yeah, because I don't know if it's the cost to go to school for the career or if it's the cost kind of in terms of like what you would earn. The cost to be an architect.
The cost to be an architect? All right, Carlos, for that, you're going to have to go to school or college for many years, probably as much as 6 to 8 years of college to do that. So it will take quite a long time to get your degree. But if that's what you really want to do and you have an interest in it, you should do that. But at this point, while you're in high school, seriously consider programs like this, because you're going to have that hands-on experience that Mr. Carey talked about. That'll be very valuable as you go through architecture to understand the different components of building. Okay, hopefully that answered your question. Did that help him, Ms. Brooks?
Okay, thank you for the information. Yeah, thank you. I think that was, yeah, I think that answered the question.
All right. Well, thank you, Carlos. That was a good question. And if there's anything Mr. Carey and I can do to help you out, please let us know. Okay, is there anything else we can help with? Anything, Ms. Brooks?
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I didn't know if that was a question for Carlos.
Yeah.
Okay, but have a good night. Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to. I think that. Yeah, I think that was that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think thanks y'all for being here. I know it's a later night. And
Yeah, the late nights are always tough.
That was good information. It's also my first year working in the church. This is good information for me too.
Okay.
I think that should be it. So yeah, if y'all would like, we can hop off. But yeah, we really appreciate you all being here.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that was very light. Usually we have far more than that, but the last session never really draws all that strong.
No, that's fair. And I think some people, I'm sure, also just like pick too earlier and they're like that.
Yeah, that happens. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Mike.
Good night.
See you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.